What's up, guys? Chris here, Riding Dad. Thank you for clicking on the video. My 2020 Lowrider S is getting some small cosmetic upgrades. Actually, this is kind of a performance upgrade too. I got Flo Motorsports, or I think it's Flo Motorsports. Anyway, pegs. They're the BMX style pegs. I think they look awesome. These are all interchangeable pegs if they need to be replaced or interchanged for whatever reason. So this is going to be a very, very short video, and I'm going to show you very easily how to install these guys on any, I believe it's 16 and up, any of the Harleys that have the spring peg with the little quick clip, like the almost U-shaped clip. I'll show you the unboxing of this, and I also have a Arlen Ness, I think it's called the Fusion Knurled shifter and or brake peg. One caveat to this, and I'll say it when I'm installing too. I have looked everywhere, and of course I decided I was going to do this at about midnight, so the only place open is Walmart, and apparently Walmart only sells, at least near me, only sells blue Loctite. The peg that is on the bike had red Loctite on it previously, and this definitely is going to need red Loctite. Unfortunately, and it's kind of a flaw, hopefully it's not a bad flaw, it got a lot of good reviews, but there's rubber that comes all the way up to where it's going to touch the actual shift, the metal arm. Because there's rubber all the way up, it's going to be kind of difficult. You're not going to be able to torque it down like you would if there was a solid metal piece right there that you can really torque down. So I'm hoping if I put a decent amount of red Loctite on it and then tighten it, pretty snug up to the rubber, like hand tight plus like a quarter turn, I think it's going to be okay, hopefully. There is going to be an updated review. I'll do an updated review and I'll let you know when I get some riding done with these, and I'll toss the peg into that also. So if you definitely want to make sure you don't miss that, hit the subscribe, make sure the notifications are turned on, that way you'll see that video. So all right, let's show you the unboxing of these, which I obviously did before this part, and then we're going to go to the actual installation, which is super easy. So see you there. All right, so first things first, this is the left side peg. It's going to be the same thing for both sides, so in the interest of time, I am only going to film one side. Okay, so you get this peg, for lack of the probably correct term. Anyway, holding this on, and the thing that's holding the rod on is this little clip, and I can't remember the actual name for it right now, but it's just like a little retaining clip. So you need to push on the top end of this, make sure that it is as far down as possible, and then depending on how good and how much you trust yourself and the width of your pliers and or removing device, there's a couple different ways to do this. You can either kind of push it with the ends this way, but what I'm going to do is just grab it with the pliers at this end and make sure I try not to scratch that by not grabbing it too hard. So you're just going to grab that and then just pull up. Oh, okay. Gonna try it again. There you go. Okay, so now you got that out. Set that aside. and there is a spring in here, which is what keeps it from bouncing back, or keeps it bouncing back and keeps it from not flopping around. So, you know, hold this, make sure that you don't, there's a hole in the actual peg and a hole in the peg mount for the spring ends to go in. So hold that, make sure you don't let it go, and then you're just going to push that peg up the rod, and then slowly back it out a little bit to allow the spring to go to the neutral setting, and then you're going to take that out, and that's what that looks like. Okay, so remembering the spring orientation, we're going to grab our correct side peg, and they are angled, so it doesn't matter which side you use. Alright, we're going to take this spring out of here, going to insert it in the new peg, insert it in the hole on the peg mount, push it in there. I'm going to grab the retaining peg, put that all the way through, and then we're going to have to grab our retaining clip and put that back. What I like to do every time I put one of these suckers back is just make sure it's all even. It's not scratched. If I think I bent it a little bit coming out, I'll just put a little pressure on there and just squeeze it and make sure that it's all tight. And how I put these back, I'm going to set it up on there, push it to get it kind of started. Yep, hopefully it'll stay. And then I'll use the rubber part of my pliers and just push on it and push down. Okay, and make sure it's all good. Make sure it's on there correctly, and then peg number 1 installed. I'm going to go around and do the second peg, and then we're going to come to the shifter. Alrighty, so now that we got the second peg done, we're going to come around. Okay, we're going to come around and get this shifter off. This is the stock Harley shifter. On my bike, and probably yours if it is a Harley, it is a 1/4 size Allen. There we go. So, there we go. It's lefty loosey, righty tighty. And I'm just going to back that out. Like I mentioned before, this one did have red Loctite on it, and you'll probably be able to see it when I get this puppy out of here. Let's see. That is a red thread locker. And unfortunately, I do not have red thread locker here, or at least I cannot find it. So I'm going to put the new one on just for aesthetic and very easy instruction use-wise. But I am going to have to wait till the morning, go out, grab some red Loctite, put it on these threads, and then reinstall it. I'm not riding the bike tonight anyway, so this is pretty much just for the sake of the video. So you're going to put red Loctite in there, and this does not have a bolt on the end, and it is all rubber, like I said, so I can't find it. Didn't come with any instructions. It's an Arlen Ness brand. Didn't come with any instructions, so there's no recommendations. No, I didn't see anybody post any FAQs or review responses to it. So but basically it's going to become snug where the rubber touches that. So what I'm going to do when I get the red Loctite is just kind of tighten it to where it starts to feel like it's really getting snug. Because if you tighten it more, this rubber kind of starts to balloon out on the edge over here because it's pushing it. So I think that with the red Loctite will be okay. It's not going to suffer any hard use, and these M8 engines don't vibrate ridiculously like the old Evos and stuff did. So that should be okay. Alright, so now that you saw how to install them, and you see what it looks like, the before and after, go ahead and let me know what you think. I think they look sweet. That shifter being a little bit longer is really going to help not have to angle in my my left foot as much, which should be quicker and easier and a little bit more comfortable also. So go ahead and drop a like if you like the video, and make sure you're subscribed and notifications are turned on if you want to see more, and that review. And I'll probably wait about 500 to 1,000 miles, or at least a solid couple of hours, maybe 5 to 10 hours of riding before I make that review. That way I know for sure how I like them, but I have a good feeling about it. Those pegs look badass on this bike. All right, thanks, guys. See you later. Until then, ride safe, have fun. Dad out.